and do my Aries love March reading. So we're going to go ahead and see what is going on with your person, what's going on with you guys, and what's going to be popping off for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle. We're just going to go ahead and pick the main energy for love for you in the month of March. So let's see what pops up for you guys, okay? And what's of importance to you guys. All right, Spirit, can you please give me one main energy for Aries for love? There it is. Okay, you ended up getting shadow self. Okay, so, all right, there's quite a bit going on with what's going to be happening in the month of March for you guys in love. And so automatically what I'm getting is, besides the shadow self, there's going to be a lot of stuff that to me feels like there's a lot of things that were hidden, either hidden feelings, hidden like old past stuff that wasn't mentioned or brought up. But there's quite a bit of stuff that right now is going to be illuminated in the month of March that really has been kept in the dark, okay, that's going to be popping out for you. But a lot of the stuff that's going to be being brought out, it's really going to work on your shadow self. And so the shadow self is not always a bad thing, Aries. It really isn't. It has a lot to do with things that we really need to work on within ourselves, things that can really damage our relationships or damage ourselves, or things that, they really hold us back from finding exactly what we're looking for in relationships and what we desire. So, this is actually a good thing, even though it's kind of hard to go through the process, or it's annoying to go through the process, depending on how extreme the situation is. But I would say at this point in time, for March, you're going to really be reflecting on a lot of things that have been going on with you internally, in relationships, whoever you're with right now, whoever you're entertaining, even just stuff that may be coming back in, but it's more of to look at these things, to work on them, and then move on from it, okay? So let's just go ahead and dive a little bit deeper, okay? And let's see what the feelings are. Spirit, can you show me the person that's coming in for Aries? Show me their feelings. And the shadow self could also be concerning another person going through this as well. And it's not just pertaining to you. It could be flipped around. So just wherever it fits, just take it, okay? Yeah, okay. So whoever you have dealt with, they are extremely heartbroken, okay? They're deeply hurt, they're sad, there's separation, there's a breakup here, feeling lost and grieving and mourning. And so your person is feeling this way because I asked, how does your person feel about you? And they feel that either you or them are completely heartbroken by what happened with them. And so this is where the shadow self part is coming. So if your person's going through this hurt, they're going through the separation and the sadness and grieving this whole relationship, they're going to be working on their shadow self. That's very important. They have to heal. They have to go through the process of, what did I do in this relationship? What did Aries do in the relationship? Is this workable? Is this not? Is it okay for me to let this go? How long am I going to hold on to this? And it also plays into the insecurities, or plays into how they feel about themselves. A lot of that is going to come into play for them. Spirit, can you show me Aries feelings, or what they're going to be feeling in the month of March concerning this situation? Aries feelings, please, Spirit. Wow, like nothing wants to come out for you. I might just have to skip it, because maybe Spirit's trying to say that we don't really need to show. Oh, wait, there it goes. All right, you got, okay. All right, Aries, I would expect this from you. So whoever this is, they're going through their moment, right? Like I said, they're heartbroken and they're going through a lot of the emotional stuff. It is affecting them. But we already know that When Aries is in that space of moving forward, they accept things for what they are. You guys are quicker at letting things go than other people. I feel that way anyway. And how I dealt with other Aries in my personal life, you guys tend to just kind of move a little bit quicker than others. And it's because you guys are always open to the new, always ready to move forward, right? So what you ended up getting is boat. And it says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay. So while your person may be going through the emotional part, you're going through the process of saying, okay, well, I got what I needed to get out of this relationship. I can't take anything more from this, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get on this boat. I'm ready to head on out. This card reminds me of the Six of Swords, you know, the person on the boat and trying to move towards smoother waters. I think that's what you're trying to do. And you're ready to arrive to your next destination. You're ready to move on. But on the way, even though you're doing the action, you're ready to move forward, there's something here that's causing issues for you to have closure in this situation. Either this person is giving you a hard time, you know, with closing this out, or it could be that along the way, while you feel like, okay, I'm moving forward, I need to do what I need to do, I'm okay, eventually along the line, something's going to happen where, again, your shadow self is going to be working on this closure issue, because there's a lot of things that haven't been said, a lot of things that were hidden, a lot of things that weren't really looked at. And so while they're dealing with their hurt feelings and mourning and sadness, and this person may even go through depression, whatever it is, they're going to go through quite a bit, and they're going to be working on that. But for you, it's more of that closure issue, or more of, I feel like you're kind of like not really looking at the situation properly, like more being in the hangman position. Like, yes, it's okay to move on, it's okay to progress and want that, but at the same time, you need time to look at whatever happened here. Like, what was your part in this, Aries? What was your part in this separation? What is your part in working on yourself that is screaming out loud, saying, like, if you don't handle this right now, Aries, it's going to be a problem in your next one? Okay, so let's just go ahead and take a look. Spirit, can you, we'll work on your person first. Spirit, can you give me some cards for their person, please? Okay, death. Wow, that was quick. All right, so we got death for this person. So they understand the separation. They understand that there is a transition that they have to go through. And they also have to, a lot of things have to die within this relationship. And so this person, while they're going through their mourning and their sadness, whatever this is, this death card, it is so overwhelming for them that I can just see them just like in a fetal position, like in bed, or they're just going through heaviness because it's just all around them. It's like it has them wrapped up, like in the picture, it's all wrapped up around them. This situation for them is heavy and it's hard. Okay, so they're not taking it lightly, Aries. They're taking the separation from you very, very hard. So your person is going through a moment of understanding that it's done. But when we think of transformation, it's not one of those things that happens quickly. It's something that it takes its time in going, right? So I would say that this situation with them is going to take them a little bit of time to get over. They understand what it is and they're going through the process. And for them, this shadow part is them trying to heal, them accepting this, and also as well waiting for that transition. So it's like they're wrapping themselves up in a cocoon, right? And they're going in through that different change and transformation within the cocoon. Okay, so whatever, however this situation ended, yes, they're hurt, but now there's some changes that needs to happen with them in order for them to fly away from this. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay, let's see. Page of Pentacles. So your person is going through the process, right? Like I said, right after the transition, they have to make themselves available to open themselves up to either investing in themselves, working on themselves, or searching for the next thing that is good for them. Something that's going to add value into their lives. And you know what I'm getting? I think to me what this Page of Pentacles is that their shadow work is finding their own value after all of this. So it's looking and searching for value, something that's going to add to their lives. And I think with all of this, once everything's said and done, they're going to grow from this. Okay. What else, Spirit? Give me one more. Okay. 9 of Wands. Yeah. So your person is going to get to that place that once they go through the transition, once they work on this shadow self part of them, and they mourn and grieve and then move on and then try to work on themselves to transform, find their value, find their place again. Some of you guys either may be dealing with a Scorpio, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or another fire sign. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag. But it could be anybody. So for them, it's like trying to be in that space to grow from all of this and then become a beautiful butterfly after all of this and work on their shadow selves and then fly away to something else, something new. Like they started off as a caterpillar, and then they moved on to a butterfly. And with that, there being a change to that, that means that they have to start doing things different. They have to fly now instead of crawling. They have to feed in a different type of way. How they take care of themselves is going to be different. How they invest in themselves is different. So they're going to be in this space of investing in themselves a little bit differently. Okay. And once they realize that and they gain their own value and understand what they have to do with themselves, they're going to be in this 9 of Wands where they're going to be in this space of the wounded warrior. But the wounded warrior is actually a very, very strong individual. They went through the fight while everybody else laid and died, and they survived. And they came out of this whole situation, yes, with some cuts and bruises and some wounds, but look at, they're still able to stand, still able to have enough left to fight and move themselves forward. Okay, so let's see what we get for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll scoot this over just a little bit and then I'll clarify their cards in a minute. So let's just work on you. All right, Spirit, can you clarify both for Aries? Both for Aries. Okay, there we go. All right, you got 4 of Swords, okay? 4 of Swords. So what we have going on here is that, yeah, you're in that space of, okay, I'm going to say it, that I'm a very straight shooter, okay, Aries? So just take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because this may not be for everybody. But remember how I was saying, like, you're ready to move forward and do your own thing and be more at finding peaceful waters, like going on to the next thing. But then there's like that closure issue. And remember I said some of you guys might be in that space of, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm going to do my thing. I think your shadow self might be that you're turning a blind eye to how you feel about this ending. And you're not acknowledging the feelings. You're not acknowledging what you did in this situation. And you're not acknowledging what this has caused you. It's like you're turning a blind eye. And so for the 4 of Swords, it's somebody who's resting and sleeping and they're not even awake to anything. It's like, I feel like you're numb. Like you're numb to the whole thing. That's what I feel. You're numb. And so even though you're in this place of like not feeling, not doing anything, you're just resting, you're kind of chill, and you're doing your best to find the peace. But eventually that peace you're not going to find until you work on the shadow self, okay? And look at, This background reminds me of that one. Look at, I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, see the moon up there and how it's looking? And look at, there's two people there. What's being hidden is the reality of what is happening between the both of you, what both of you did in this situation, and understanding that there was love there. It wasn't like neither of you cared about each other. You both loved each other and cared about one another. And all of that is hidden. Like, you're not acknowledging the fact that there was that there. And look, I see how the moon is there. It kind of looks similar. The background looks similar. All of that, that shadow self, all of that's going to pop up for you. So just be aware of that. And there's no shame in that, okay, Aries? Eventually, you're just going to have to work through this. All right. What else, Spirit? What else? What else, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. So we ended up getting the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's no more giving. Okay, there's no more giving. And so you are understanding that there's no more to give to this anymore. Like, you're not open to it. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm okay holding back. I no longer need to invest in this, and I'm okay with it. And that's where that numbness is here. You're not really acknowledging the feelings, but you're just like, okay, I'm ready to move on from this. I'm not given to this anymore. I'm good. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Whoa, yours are coming out quick. Yeah. And you made a quick choice and plan to move yourself forward. You're not playing, Aries. You're not. You're just like in this space of like, I'm ready to go. Like, it's like you're doing it very fast. Like, instead of dealing with the emotions and just kind of closing this out the right way with this person, you're like, no, I'm ready to go. Okay, you're done. I'm done. Okay, we're good. Let's go. You know, I'm going to be all right. And if they start crying, you're like, I'm not even going to be here for the crying. You know, just you do you, I'll do me. I'm sorry however everything went, pat in the back, and you're gone. And that's how I'm receiving this. It's like you're not in that space to really sit in this and actually go through this with this person. You're not closing it out properly and telling them, hey, I understand that we went through a lot of this together, and not sure if there's any sorries that need to be said, but if there isn't any, it's more of like, I do still love you, and I understand why this is ending, and this is how I feel about it. And then you move on. But I don't think particularly it's ending in that specific way. All I know is that you already made plans. You made your choice. You're no longer giving. You're moving, and you're trying to be more at peace about it and go quickly and do what you got to do. There's somewhere else that you want to go, though. I feel like there's something else that's calling to you, too. And so maybe that's why it's a little bit easier for you to go like this, because you maybe have something else outside of this person that makes it a little bit easier for you to be like, okay, I have plans. Boop, I'm going. So I already have something else to focus on. But the thing is that you're not closing this out properly. And it's going to come back, okay, until you handle this the right way. All right, let's go ahead and clarify your person's cards. All right, Spirit, can you clarify? Let's move this up. Can you clarify the Death card, please? Death card. Okay, all these cards are just like popping off here. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Death card, please? Oh my goodness. One at a time, please. Okay, there it is. All right, so you have your person has the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this person understands that now that this is over, they're no longer stuck in having to stay in this. They understand that they can free themselves out of this stage of going through these emotions. So eventually, once they understand what they need to do to heal and mourn, they will release themselves from holding on to this. Eventually they will. Okay, they're not going to stay stuck mentally stressing over this or holding on to anything. Once they work on this shadow work, they're going to release themselves very well. Yeah, the Star. This person is going to release themselves to heal. So your person is actually doing what they need to do in order to move. They're working on their shadow self. They know that they have to transform. And they're also accepting the fact that, okay, I can't stay stuck here mentally. Yes, I'm heartbroken. Yes, I'm going through the sadness. I'm feeling lost and I'm mourning. But once I'm done, I know what I need to do. And what I need to do is I need to transform and change and work on myself, and then get to that place where I'm healed. I'm healed and I'm doing well for myself. And then I put myself out there again, believing and hoping that something else is going to come for me in love, and I'm going to release that. I'm no longer going to be bogged down mentally. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at their Page of Pentacles here. Okay, so what do we have? The Devil. Okay. All right, so they understand that the reason why they have to find their value is because they feel like a lot of what was going on between you and them was very toxic. They feel like either they were too codependent on you, or they felt like both of you codependent on each other. They also felt like the bond that you guys had wasn't healthy. And so they understand that they have to get themselves to that space of working on themselves again and investing in themselves and working on themselves in order not to attract the same type of relationships. Okay. And some of them also feel like there could have been like an addiction issue as well, either you or them or both of you. All right, look at the Ten of Pentacles. So this person understands that they have to release all of this, go through the healing, because they understand that the type of relationship, either their shadow self keeps bringing them into this devil energy. And a lot of it has to do with not seeing their value. So a person who sees their value, who understands what they're worth, they're not going to sit here and allow for these type of energies, or allow for them to give off that energy where they affect other relationships. And so they're learning that. Okay, because the Page of Pentacles is something small, something that's beginning, and something that's new. So they understand that they have to transition and work on themselves. And this behavior of seeing their value is new to them. And so they know in order to have the Ten of Pentacles, they have to see their own value and work on themselves first. And then eventually they won't keep attracting this devil energy, and they won't keep putting it out there either, because the devil energy is two people, not just one, it's two. Two people who come together to agree to be this way. And so they understand in order to have the Ten of Pentacles, they have to see their value. Okay, yeah. In order to have everything that they want and need, a relationship that goes for a long period, that goes for the long haul, they need to work on that part. Let's see their Nine of Wands here. Okay, so what we got here is the Fates. Okay, so they ended up getting they got the Wheel of Fortune. So what's going on here is that I believe that your person is dealing with karma. We all deal with karma, whether good or bad. It doesn't matter. Things do change, okay? And so right now, this Wheel of Fortune that's coming in is, helping them with their karma, evening things out in their life. So with this nine of wands, remember, this is a strong person who's gone through it, and they still have enough energy to fight and move forward and stand, okay, on their own 2 feet. So after they go through this whole shadow self and process, guess what they're going to do? They're going to balance the scales in their own life with this Wheel of Fortune. They're going to do their karma, learn from this, right? Move on and make the changes. And then good things is going to come their way. They've learned from this. Once they understand what their shadow self is, the good luck is for them is that they're going to be successful in building themselves back up again. Yep. And then they're going to be in that Four of Cups, right? Where they're not going to be in that space to accept love that doesn't do anything for them. So this is how karma balances out. Understanding and seeing what they needed to work on, their shadow self. Understanding that they, in order to have something good come in, they have to learn how to reject certain relationships that they know, like soon as they see the red flag, they know, okay, no, this is not for me. I don't deserve this type of relationship, or I don't deserve to treat this person this way, or let my anxieties, or let my jealousy, or let whatever, you know, this devil energy is over here come out and affect this relationship. I need to stop. Okay. So this person is not going to be in the space of taking on relationships right away. They're going to move forward and really reflect on all of this and let it help them in the future to make the proper decisions, right? And underneath the deck, we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, so I think going through the process of mourning the relationship and going through the sadness is going to help them do that. They're going to reflect on everything that went wrong. Why did we go through this? And then understanding it. So your person's doing a really good job going through the process and dealing with their shadow self and then getting out of it. Spirit, can you show me the outcome for Aries person, please? So this is not going to resonate for everybody. This is for some of y'all that separated from someone. The Fool. Look at that. What did I tell you? This person is going to move on in a healthy way and work on their shadow selves. And once they're done, they're going to move in a new direction. They don't know where exactly it's going to be, but they're going to move towards something new. Now, the only issue is that if they don't, like, it looks like they're going to do a good job moving forward. But if they miss any steps in the shadow self, the Fool is called the Fool for a reason. Okay. We don't know what kind of flying from the seat of our, you know, whatever. We're just kind of going. And this person needs to have a plan. So wherever they're going, they're ready. They feel like they're free to go. But this person needs to make sure that they're planning and they know exactly where they're going and what they're doing. But this person is not going to have any cares in the world. They're just going to go without a plan. All right. Give me one more for this Fool, Spirit. The Empress. Okay. So see, they worked on their shadow self. Some of you guys can be dealing with the Taurus. But this person is ready to move towards something new where they feel that their value is appreciated. The Empress knows her value. Okay. So remember, they're going through that transformation in their shadow self. And so this person's going to move on from all of this. They're going to realize that I am nurturing, I am loving, I can be successful, I can produce and grow on my own and with somebody else. If they're like a parent or something, they know that they're a good parent. They do really well, you know, taking care of their family. So they're ready to move towards new things and understand who they are in the process while they're going. Okay, so that looks really good for them. All right, so let's see you. All right, Spirit. Can we clarify the Four of Swords for Aries? All right, Spirit, let's clarify the Four Swords for Aries, please. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you got the Hermit in reverse. Okay, the Hermit is in reverse. Remember I told you you're turning a blind eye, like you're just not, you're numb. The Hermit is a person who actually takes their time. Remember I said that you should be like in that hangman position, like holding back, not doing anything yet, but really reflecting and getting a different perspective on this. Well, you're not doing that. You're more in this space of, I gotta go, I gotta do what I need to do, I want more peace, whatever, I'm gone. The hermit in reverse is the person who's really not looking in the right space. They're not taking their time to be alone and really reflect on what the best step is, or what the next step is in dealing with all of this. And I feel like for you, your answers to beat this shadow self and be able to move on and actually have a good closure in this relationship is to actually look at this and find um why you had to go through this, why you met this person, why you have to close this out properly with this person, and why you need to acknowledge your feelings about all of this. Okay? So reflecting and looking at everything and giving yourself time to really be open to answers coming to you is important. And that's what's going to help you turn all of this around and be able to move on peacefully the way that you want to, because you're already in that action to go. And some of you guys already left, but the closure issue is still there. And that's what you don't want with the shadow self. One more, please. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So there is an opportunity here to have things that you want, to invest in new opportunities. But in order to do that properly, you got to turn this Hermit card around. You got to find the time to really reflect on everything and have your own understanding and deal with your own feelings and deal with all of this. Okay? Now with the Ace of Pentacles, like, you already know that there is another opportunity. And that's why, like I said, I repeated it before, you already made a choice. You already know where you can go. You already have an opportunity here. So that's why it's so easy for you to, like, go on your way. Whatever this opportunity is, it's there, sitting there, waiting for you. But before you even go to this thing, make sure that you handle this closure properly, because if you go to this new thing, it's not going to function the way it's supposed to. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You already made up your mind to no longer give. And I have a feeling that some of you guys may have been giving to two people, and you're deciding to leave somebody out and give to somebody else maybe, or not to give to any of them. You're not in that space to invest in anything right now, or to give even to this relationship. Like, you're just like, no. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands? There you are, all in your true glory. You understand who you are in all of this. There's no question in that. But, some of the choices that you're making, you're coming from this space like, no, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And what I'm not going to do is, I'm no longer giving to you. And I'm no longer in that space to be open to invest in anything anymore. I am done here. Like, when I'm telling you that I'm done, I'm done. And you're making the proper actions to move yourself forward. That's why this boat is here. But like I said, deal with the emotional part and deal with the other stuff that you really need to reflect on, because your shadow self is going to come for you, Aries, if you don't handle it. Okay? All right, what else, Spirit? One more for the Six of Pentacles. Okay, there it is. Okay, and the Tower card came out in reverse. So while you may be taking action and you're controlling the situation the best way that you can and the way you understand it, you're not allowing for this whole Tower issue to end. You're not allowing it for it to come down. You're still, like, in some ways, yeah, I'm moving on. But like I said, that closure is right here, right in front of your face. Look at, here you are. You're like, nope, not dealing to give it to you anymore. See how you're looking at it? And then you're not allowing for that Tower to fall. You're just like, you're not looking at it. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to deal with it, because it's all the way over here. You're only focused on not giving. But the Tower is still being held together, and you're not letting it fall. In order to have a proper closure, you have to kill the foundation. It's not just moving away from the thing that you created. It's like really destroying it. So that way it's kind of like, how can I explain it? Like, say for instance, if you bought a house and then you lived in it for I don't know how many years, and all of a sudden there's some issues with the house that you can no longer live in it, but you created memories. It was a great place and you didn't want to leave it. You didn't want the change, but then all of a sudden this issue happened, right? And now you have to go. But the thing is that the city's saying this place has to come down. Like, you can't even sell it. It's so bad. Like, the issue is so big, you can't sell this house. And so they put a big X on the house. There's no way to sell it because there's so many issues. And so the house became an abandoned building. And so now, as you move on and you find a new place and you're redoing things, redecorating your house, enjoying the new house, all of a sudden here comes a knock. Hey, remember that house you left back there with a lot of issues? You can't sell it. So what are you going to do with it? And then it's like, okay, well, maybe knocking it down all the way down. Like, there's nothing else left in it, and thinking about rebuilding and making a new foundation, rebuilding it from the ground up, and then selling it, and then you're done. And that's what I feel like I should be telling you. You got to turn this tower around. You're going to have to blast whatever this is, this closure, the feelings, the thoughts, the memories. You're going to have to blow it all out of the water and rebuild from the ground up again, so that way you can move on to this new house, this new thing that you're being called to. All of that has to be taken care of. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Two of Wands here. All right, Spirit, Two of Wands. Okay, they came out very quickly. All right, so the choice that you made, the plans that you set into place, and where you're headed involves the Justice, okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. You feel that what you're doing is the right thing. You feel like this is, after all of this is said and done, it's going to balance your life out. You feel like the plans and everything you set into place is justified, and you feel like this is the right thing to do. And it's because whatever you've chosen, or whatever area you're heading into, is actually going to give you exactly what you're looking for. You're ready to give to something else, and you feel like this is the right thing to do. And you feel like, some of you guys feel like this is balancing out your karma as well, moving on from this, but then going to something else that you feel like you should be given to. You're just not given to this, whatever this is over here. But you feel like where you're headed and where you're going is seeking out opportunity and seeking out something that's going to be good for you in the long run. And so that's where you're at. Okay. Spirit, can you give me an outcome card for Aries? Outcome card for Aries, please. Outcome card for Aries. Okay. Got the Page of Wands. All right. So you're in that space of understanding that you do have the desire to move forward, take action on things, and to head somewhere. You're also going to be talking about your new plans that you have set into place. So maybe you might have mentioned something to someone about you moving on from this and going to something else, or looking to be more at peace, or take care more of yourself, or investing in other things. But you're ready to do that, and it's already a thought, and now you're putting it into action by moving yourself forward. All right, Spirit, can you give me two more for the Page of Wands? Okay. Okay. So you understand that you do have desires, thoughts and wants and needs. And so you're in that space that you know that your wants and your desires are attached to the Four of Wands. You're attached to a relationship, and whatever that relationship is that you're, focused on or wanting to deal with, in some ways is causing a lot of issues with the Five of Wands. So I have a feeling for some of you, this is not for everybody. This person that's heartbroken understands that you want somebody else and not them. And it's caused a lot of friction. It caused a lot of fights. It's caused a lot of issues between you and them. It's caused so many conflicts within this relationship because you guys were together and you guys were in a relationship. But now you made a choice to follow your own desires and talk about it. And you told them exactly what you're wanting. And it just set things off between you and them. And now, like, they're heartbroken and you're ready to move. But you are fixated on what it is that you're planning to do. Can you give me one more for this, Spirit? One more for this, Spirit. So you have the creatrix, which is oh my gosh, I'm losing it. So it is the manifestation card. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I can't remember the name. I'm so sorry. But this is all about manifesting. And so I think what you have decided to do is to manifest something that you've been desiring for a while. Like you haven't really set a set plan quite yet at that moment to really know exactly what to do. You know that you have somewhere else to go and something else to do and something else to invest in. But you took time to really think and speak on what it was that you desired and you manifested it. And whatever you manifested it is here and it caused issues somewhere else over here. Okay? Yeah. And whatever you manifested and whatever you're desiring is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Even though, unfortunately, you're dealing with this issue, remember, as long as you deal with this closure issue the way you're supposed to, you're going to get exactly what you're desiring, even though somebody else is not happy with the change that you made and the choice that you've made. But you're going to be very, very happy. Yeah, anything else, Spirit? One more. The Ten of Wands, yeah. Whatever this was in this relationship, it put a lot of stress and it bothered you so much. It put too much pressure on you that you're like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I need to find my own happiness outside of this relationship. And it's such a burden that I don't even want to deal with it anymore. And for some of you, it could be that you're wanting to invest in yourself as well as like this person. You're wanting to do what's best for you and find what's going to help you in the long run. And you're more fixated on that and letting go of the pressure and the stress from this and just going and being happy and manifesting things that make you happy, okay, outside of this relationship. So this is all I have, Aries. I know this was kind of like a little bit rough. I wouldn't say too rough. I would just say more of, you know where you're headed. You know what you want. But it's just trying to do it, like taking your time to do it properly and making sure that you close out the doors properly and locking it and not allowing for it to open up ever again. Allowing for things to just like fall where they need to fall, right? So that way you don't have to go through any issues with if this person has somehow like their energy just bothers you in your new relationship or the new route that you're going or the movement that you're trying to make. You don't want this person to come back or their energy to come back and ruin that for you. You have to deal with your shadow self. What did you do in this relationship? What was your part? Dealing with the emotional part, how did it make you feel, and understanding those feelings, and maybe even closing out the cycle with this person properly so they understand that I'm not coming back. I'm not doing it. Okay, so I need you to understand that I love you, I care about you, and this is how it made me feel to end all of this. But this is a decision that I feel like strongly that I have to make. So I'm ready to move forward, and I need you to be too. And that's it, right? So that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully it made sense. You guys just let me know in the comment section. And remember, the roles can be reversed. It doesn't even matter. But You know, like I said, it's not going to be for everybody. All right, guys, you guys take care.